Yesterday, I told you about the role of women in agrarian society or in 16th and 17th centuries. The role of women that day we discussed. I again tell you this question is an 8-mark question, very important question. Role of the women in peasant families, then in the families of artisans and craftsmen, then in business families, then women as the source of child bearers, then rules imposed on them. Really very important 8-mark question. Now you see. Now, besides the cultivators, panchayat, headmen, women, there were the people who were living in forests. Please write down. During the Mughal period, the people living in the forests were called Jangli. During the Mughal period, the people living in the forests were called Jangli. Jangli, Jangli. So the people, those who lived in the forests during this period, they were called Jangli people. Jangli people. But it was not meant that they were uncivilized. No, they were civilized. They were civilized, they were not uncivilized. But as they lived in the forests or jungle, they were called Jangli. Because forest in Hindi we call jungle. That's why they were called Jangli and they were civilized. But in which parts of our country the forest people lived? In which parts of the country the people lived in the forests? Please write down. You see, in north or in northwest, we have the plains. Punjab, Haryana, Sindh, then Bihar, UP. These are the plain lands. So in these areas, people live. In these areas, no jungle. In Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sindh, these areas are the areas of the plain lands, fertile lands. So the people lived here on a large scale and they practiced intensive agriculture, no jungle. During this time, jungles were there. During this time, jungles were there in eastern part of our country, during this period, jungles were there in the east, Jharkhand, Deccan Plateau and Western Ghats. During this period, we had the jungles. During this period, we had the jungles in the eastern part of our country, in the eastern states. Then Deccan Plateau, present Jharkhand and Western Ghats, these areas were full of jungles. These areas were full of jungles. तो ये जंगल कहाँ मिलते थे? आप लोग प्लीज लिखिएगा जी. मैं आपको फिर से बता रहा हूं कि ये चैप्टर के क्वेश्चंस ऐसे ही होते हैं. जंगल थे ईस्टर्न इंडिया में. आज भी ईस्टर्न इंडिया में काफी जंगल है. पंजाब, आसाम, मेघालय, नागालैंड, अरुणाचल, जंगल भरा हुआ है. देन डेक्कन प्लेट्यू, then we find present Jharkhand, Western Ghats, full of jungles. So that time also jungles were there in these areas and the people lived in these jungles. There were different types of occupations of these people. The occupations of the people living in jungles were decided with the change of seasons. Please write down. What do we find? We find the activities of these forest dwellers were based on the change or were based on with the change of seasons. Actually, the activities of these forest dwellers were decided with the change of seasons. I tell you, what were the activities? You see, the main activities of the people living in the forest were collection of the forest produce, comma, fishing, shifting agriculture, and hunting. These were the main occupations of the forest dwellers. They were engaged in collecting the forest produce. Hello? The main activities were collection of the forest produce, comma, fishing, comma, shifting agriculture, and hunting. What we find? We find, some of the tribal people living in the forest. In Bihar, who are these people? Munda, Oraon, Munda. Have you heard the name of Munda? Mundas. In the state of Jharkhand, Mundas were there, Gonds were there. In Odisha also Gond, Khond. In Maharashtra, Bhil people. Bhils are very prominent tribes of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and in BHIL, Bhil people. भील लोग काफी प्रोमिनेंट ट्राइब्स होते हैं महाराष्ट्र में, कुछ पार्ट्स ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश में. जैसे हमारा बिरसा मुंडा लड़े थे, तो ऐसे भील्स लोग भी ब्रिटिश के खिलाफ वहां लड़े थे. जैसे हमारा मुंडा जी लड़े थे, मुंडा साहब, भगवान कहते हैं उनको. सो यू सी, द भील्स वेर द प्रोमिनेंट ट्राइब्स in the Western Ghats and Central means Deccan Plateau. And what were their activities? Please write down. In spring, the Bhils were engaged in collecting forest produce. The Bhils were engaged in collecting forest produce in spring. So during spring season, the Bhils, they collected the forest produce, because in spring various kinds of flowers and fruits are available. Spring season में various kinds of what fruits and flowers are available. The villagers, that means the tribal people, collected fruits and flowers during the spring. Then in summer, the Bhils were engaged in fishing. The Bhils were engaged in fishing in summer. In summer, they used to catch fish on a very, very large scale. Very, very large scale. Then, in monsoon season, they were engaged in shifting agriculture. They practiced shifting agriculture. In monsoon season, and in autumn and winter they engaged themselves in hunting. In autumn and winter their main activities were hunting. So these were the people, these were the activities of the people who were living in the jungles of the Western Ghats, Deccan Plateau, and these tribal people were called the Bhils. The tribal people were called the Bhils. So you see, sometimes these forests, the outlaw people also escaped to these forests. The outlaw people, those who were ousted from the society, they escaped to these jungles sometime. Sometime the outlaw people also escaped to these forests. And these forests were the place of refuge to them. These forests were their place of refuge. These forests were their Mawas or place of refuge. What do you find? The state collected taxes from the forest dwellers. Please. The state collected taxes from the forest dwellers. The state collected peskas from the forest dwellers. The state collected peskas, P-E-S-H-K-A-S-H, P-E-S-H-K-A-S-H, peskas. The state levied peskas. The state levied, L-E-V-I-E-D. The state levied peskas from the forest dwellers. Which type of peskas was collected? Elephants. You know, in warfare, elephants are required. In warfare, elephants were required. So, the forest dwellers were responsible to supply elephants. The forest dwellers were responsible to supply elephants to the state. मतलब जंगल के लोग स्टेट को हाथी का सप्लाई करते थे और अदर फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई करते थे. यू सी, पेस्कास वाज ए फॉर्म ऑफ ट्रिब्यूट. पेस्कास वाज ए फॉर्म ऑफ ट्रिब्यूट collected by the Mughal state. Peskas was a form of tribute collected by the Mughal state. Please write down. Peskas was a form of tribute collected by the Mughal state. We find with the arrival of the Europeans, you know, during Mughal period, the Europeans also came to our country. The British, the French, the Dutch, and the Portuguese. These Europeans came to our country during the Mughal period. And they came to our country, why? For trading purpose. They came to our country for trading purpose. ये लोग हमारे देश को किस लिए आए थे? बिजनेस करने के लिए. Now, when these people came to our country, what do you find? They started plantation agriculture. And they spread commercial agriculture in India on a large scale. These Europeans spread commercial agriculture on a very large scale in our country. ये जो यूरोपियंस आए थे, ये लोग हमारे देश में कॉमर्शियल एग्रीकल्चर स्प्रेड किया काफी. एंड वी फाइंड इंडियन फॉरेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स लाइक हनी, H-O-N-E-Y, honey, beeswax, B-E-E-S-W-A-X, beeswax, and lac, L-A-C. Forest products like honey, beeswax, and lac were highly demanded in the world product market. Lac, L-A-C, ला जिसको कहते हैं, lac, L-A-C, lac. Honey, H-O-N-E-Y, honey, beeswax, B-E-E-S-W-A-X, beeswax, WAX, जो मधु रहता है ना, उसका हाइव होता है ना, हाइव का ऊपरी पोर्शन वैक्स कहता है, मोम। जो bees wax, then gum and honey, they were highly demanded in the world market. Highly demanded. So the Europeans actually collected these products from the forest dwellers and sold in the European markets. Even elephants were captured and sold. Elephants were captured and sold. Some of the tribal people, some tribal communities, they promoted themselves as traders. Some tribal communities, they promoted themselves as traders. Some tribal communities, they promoted themselves as traders. कुछ ट्राइबल कम्युनिटीज थे, वो अपने आप को ट्रेडर के रूप में परिवर्तित कर लिए थे. जैसे द लोहानीज ऑफ पंजाब. द लोहानीज, LOHANIS, LOHANIS, the Lohanis of Punjab promoted themselves to traders and they started foreign trade. The Lohanis of Punjab, they promoted themselves to traders and they started foreign trade. They traded not only honeybees, honey wax, honey, lac, but also they exported elephants and earned huge profit by actually trading, what you find, wax, lac, honey, elephants, they earned huge profit. You see, I tell you, when we see the society, the forest dwellers also lived in villages. And the forest dwellers also lived in villages. And what we find, the forest dwellers were under their chieftains, head of the society. The forest dwellers lived under chieftains. We find there were chieftains in every society. Every forest tribe had a chieftain. Every forest tribe had a chieftain or headman. These chieftains, they were the leaders of their tribes. And the people of the tribes were asked to follow the rules and regulations of the chieftains. You see, in Abul Fazl's, we find description. We find varieties of goods were collected from the forests. Varieties of goods were collected. Abul Fazl describes in his Aini Akbari that varieties of goods were collected. We find goods were made from the jungle animals, from their products, from the plants. So varieties of goods were made, and the chieftains, really, they were the leaders. Now you see, now the other part, our discussion of this chapter will not be complete if we do not discuss about the Jamindars of the Mughal period. If we do not discuss about the Jamindars of the Mughal period, our discussion of this agrarian society will not be complete. What role did the Jamindars play? Who were these people? Why the Jamindars were so important? I tell you, please write one by one. Please write one by one. जमींदार्स, आप लोग लिखिए जमींदार्स, अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए, वो हेडिंग होगा दूसरा पैरा का, लिखिए. एक्चुअली द जमींदार्स वेयर, हेलो, आप लोग जमींदार लिखिए और उसके बाद उसको हेडलाइन अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए, ठीक है. पॉइंट नंबर 1, द जमींदार्स वेयर लैंडेड प्रोप्राइटर्स. द जमींदार्स वेयर landed proprietors, landed owners who enjoyed social and economic privileges. The Jamindars were landed proprietors, means landowners who also enjoyed social and economic privileges. Social and economic privileges by virtue of their superior status, by virtue of their superior status in the society. Point number 1. The Jamindars were landed proprietors who also enjoyed social and economic status or social or economic privileges by virtue of their superior status in the society. Point number 1. मतलब जमींदार्स कौन थे? जमींदार्स वेयर ओनर्स ऑफ लैंड्स इन द विलेजेस who enjoyed certain privileges. Which type of privileges? Social and economic privileges by virtue of their superior status in the society. Point number 1. Point number 2. Mostly Jamindars were taken from the higher castes. Caste was a very important factor for the elevation to the status of Jamindars. Most of the Jamindars were from upper castes, the Brahmins and the Rajputs. In most cases, Brahmins and Rajputs were elevated to the status of Jamindars. Please write down. In most cases, Brahmins and Rajputs were elevated to the status of Jamindars. Number 2. We find number 2. The Jamindars performed certain services for the state. Please write down. The Jamindars were so powerful because they performed certain services for the state. The Jamindars performed some services for the state. The services performed by the Jamindars to the state were called khidmat. So the Jamindars performed certain services for the state called khidmats. Khidmats, Khidmats, khidmats. The Jamindars performed certain services for the states called khidmats. Number 3. Number 4. Please write down. The Jamindars held extensive personal lands known as milkiyat. The Jamindars held extensive personal lands known as milkiyat. The Jamindars held extensive personal lands known as milkiyat. Milkiyat, milkiyat, that is personal lands of the Jamindar. Milkiyats were the personal lands of the Jamindar. Number 4. Milkiyats were the personal lands of the Jamindar. Number 4. Number 5. Milkiyat lands were cultivated for the private use of the zamindars. Milkiyat lands were cultivated for private use of the zamindars. Milkiyat lands were cultivated for the personal use of the zamindars by hired or dependent labor. By hired और डिपेंडेंट लेबर्स, मतलब ये मिल्कियत जमींदार के प्राइवेट यूज के लिए कल्टीवेट किया जाता था और ये कल्टीवेट करवाते थे हायर्ड लेबर से या डिपेंडेंट लेबर से. सो मिल्कियत लैंड्स वेयर कल्टीवेटेड फॉर पर्सनल यूज ऑफ द जमींदार्स, प्राइवेट यूज, एंड कल्टीवेटेड बाय हायर्ड और डिपेंडेंट लेबर्स. Number 5. The zamindars could mortgage or sell their milkiyats. The zamindars could sell or mortgage their milkiyats at their will. The zamindars could sell or mortgage their milkiyats at their will. मतलब जमींदार्स चाहें तो अपना मिल्कियत, मतलब सेल और मॉर्टगेज जो बोलते हैं, गिरवी रखना, MORTGAG मॉर्टगेज. हम नहीं बोलते गिरवी रखना मॉर्टगेज, MORTGAG. अगर जमींदार चाहते थे तो अपना जमीन को जो मिल्कियत था वो सेल भी कर सकते थे या मॉर्टगेज भी रख सकते थे, गिरवी भी रख सकते थे, वो अपना इच्छा, उसमें स्टेट का कुछ कहना नहीं था. दैट इज द पॉइंट. तो जमींदार्स कुड सेल और मॉर्टगेज देयर मिल्कियत एट देयर ओन विल. पॉइंट नंबर 5. पॉइंट नंबर 6. जमींदार्स collected revenue from the people on behalf of the state. The zamindars collected revenue from the people on behalf of the state. So they were the tax collectors, so very powerful man. Now zamindars were powerful because